Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Ahmed. Today is day 21 of my SMMA 0 to 10K per month journey. Today, I'm just gonna get straight into it. I did 30 dials and that's it for cold calling. My goal is to get 100, but I'm only doing 30, which is absolutely madness. This is just a message to myself and a message to all of you guys. So 17 out of those 30 people who I dialed, 17 people picked up. 12 people I got to pitch to, and then out of those 12 people I got one appointment, right? So let me just tell myself this, my future self this, or whatever I'm watching this video. So if I have to do 100 dials, 50 people pick up. Let's just round it out to 50 just to make it easier for calculation, right? 50 people pick up, and then out of those 50 people I get to pitch. Let's see what the average is. The average for me is, so I had a 70% pitch rate today, which is like way better than anybody else that I know of. So let's just say that I have a 50% pitch rate. Okay, so I get to pitch 25% of those guys. Not 25, but 25 people. Let's just say I get to pitch 30. Out of those 30 people that I pitch, there's no way that one of them is not interested. There's no way that one of them is not interested. And the reason as to why I was actually very low on motivation today was because of what happened yesterday. Yesterday, I realized that I can no longer outsource my work. Right, if you guys watch that video, you guys are gonna get more of an in-depth thing of what happened. But yesterday, my mood kind of got down because of what happened yesterday, and my client, like, I don't know if it's gonna go well with this guy, blah blah blah, right? That type of stuff. So my mood was kind of bad today, just coming in today. But I'm not trying to make no excuses for the lack of action today. It's just, I'm just trying to tell my future self that if you do 100 dials and 25, you get to pitch 30 of those people who pick up, then bro, like, there's no way that 30 people, out of those 30 people, one person is not interested, right? There's no way. And I only got to pitch 12 people today, and only one guy was interested. So imagine now I pitched 30 people, right? So that's probably triple the amount. I'm gonna be getting 3 appointments, right? So I got 1 appointment today. And yeah, that guy's for Friday at 4 p.m. And yeah, so what else is there to say, man? There is yeah, so I just need to be thinking like that, you know? I'm not even scared to cold call like how I was before. It's just my mood, like, I don't freaking feel like doing cold calling, right? I don't feel like doing it, right? But I have to remember, I'm getting better every single time. You know, this is my first day where I actually not seriously, but I kind of tested this offer out. I also tested it out yesterday as well, but today I got to learn a lot from just cold calling, right? I got to learn how to conquer some of the objections that I'm getting, that type of stuff. So you guys need to remember this as well, and this is a reminder to my future self, more importantly, that with whatever action that you guys take, you guys are going to learn from it, right? You guys are going to make mistakes, and you guys are going to learn from it. There's pretty much like every single time that I give a call, right? And the guy says something, he says, you know what, I already have a software that does this, you know what, I'm not interested, you know what, like, just like whatever objection that I get, right? And then I just suck it up, I hang up the phone, right? Right after I hang up the phone, I'm like, oh man, I could have handled this objection this way. And then I apply it to the next guy, right? I apply it to the next guy, and with every single objection that I get, I learn how to conquer that objection by actually having logical reasoning, right? So that if that objection were to come up again in the future, I can conquer it and then maybe push that guy more closer to a sale, right? So also another gem that I want to kind of explain with you guys, the reason as to why a lot of people have these objections, it's like, especially in cold calling and SMMA, a lot of the times it's usually because they actually genuinely they kind of have an objection. It's not really a smokescreen objection, but sometimes they just don't really know what you guys are actually offering and what is different, you know? One from the stuff that I was offering today, which is the Google review campaign, a lot of the stuff people actually thought that it was like something that they're already implementing, right? But what they're implementing is a lot different. So a lot of the times, bro, a lot of these objections just come up because you're not explaining it clearly enough, right? So the way that you conquer these objections is you explain it more clearly, and you explain it more in like a numbers, like, at least for me, what I noticed was if I explain it in more like a numbers game, that these guys are gonna understand, right? So let's say one of these guys has 100 reviews, right? And he's like, man, I already have a system, it already sends out the review request after I service someone. I'm like, no man, actually what we do is a little bit, actually no, I don't get straight into that. I tell him, hey man, so how many people are in your list? How many people are in your customer list? He's like 1,000. So I'm like, okay, yeah, so I'm looking at your business online. You guys already have like 100 reviews, which is great, but you guys will have 1,000 people in your list. So those are 900 potential people who haven't left a review already, right? So what we actually do is we send out bulk reviews in terms of like SMS messages and emails. I don't explain it like this. I'm kind of explaining it kind of bad right now, but I pretty much just explain it to them in that way, and then they realize, oh shoot, this guy is actually offering something different, right? Than something that I'm usually offering. And then yeah, it's just, bro, like that's just one of the things that I learned today, just conquering that type of objection. And yeah, bro, like I'm inshallah, after when I cold call tomorrow, actually, yeah, I'm gonna be cold calling tomorrow. When I cold call tomorrow and the day after, I'm gonna be able to get through these objections probably 5 times easier than I already have. So the moral of the story is to you guys that if you guys are feeling like, you know what, this isn't worth it, like it was for me at some point in the day, then just remember, with each objection you are learning something new, and bro, with each thing that you guys learn, right, you guys are getting closer to get everything to click. In terms of business, man, I don't want to start yapping a lot, but in business, if you want to just become super successful, like that one business graph that you guys always see where it's like a flat line and then it goes up, the reason as to why it goes up is because they get 100 things to click, not like one thing to click. They get 100 things to click, right? So with each thing that you get to click more and more, which each objection that you guys know how to solve a lot better, right, that you are getting closer to getting 100 things to click, right? Let's say you get 5 things to click, you're getting closer to getting 100 things to click than, let's say, you're at only getting 1 thing to click. I don't know if that makes sense for you guys, but that's pretty much how you guys gotta see SMMA, and kind of pretty much like any kind of business model. Which each mistake, you guys are getting closer to actually being like that freaking meme of the guy where it's like there's a guy on top of the tunnel, and then there's a guy like under the tunnel or whatever like that, and they're both digging, and then there's a set of diamonds, and then the first guy, he like walks away, and then the second guy, he's still mining, like, and there's diamonds right there, right? So like that's pretty autistic example, but holy bro, with each mistake that you guys make, you guys are getting closer to like those guys in that photo, bro. So I just yapped in this video, but like I hope like you guys actually maybe learned something from this, and this is definitely like a learning experience for me as well. And then each day I'm getting closer to my goal, and by the way, I'm competing with you guys, so you guys are like my competition. So anyways, bro, I'm gonna wrap it up there. I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna just go on with my day. I gotta send that client not client but potential client who I booked for an appointment, I gotta send him some follow-ups. Anyways, I'll see you soon. Assalamu alaikum.